Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. NVIDIA showed some volatility today as I expected in my previous video. But the good thing is it closed positive today. In this video, we'll discuss NVIDIA future price movement using a forward PE, technical charts, and fundamentals. We'll also take a look potential buy and sell point for Nvidia. Now, let's get started. Starting with the daily summary, Nvidia opened at 138.83. It made a high of 140.45. It made a low 137.82 and it closed at 138.63. That is 0.27% up. But if you take a look overall movement, you see lots of volatility in today's Nvidia stock price, lots of ups and down, no clarity of direction. But in the early morning session, you see Nvidia showed some positive momentum, but it could not sustain it. But overall, I am happy because Nvidia was able to close positive. And also the overall market was positive today. For example, S&P closed 0.24% up and also Nasdaq closed 0.97% up. But Dow Jones closed negative. That is 0.29% down. But in general, it was not a bad day for overall market. And also if you take a look the other tech and AI stocks on my watch list, you see that most of the stocks closed positive today, with the exception of SoundHound and Palantir. Moving on further on Nvidia, last 5 days, Nvidia is still negative 2.27% down. Last 1 month, 1.90% up. And year to date, you see, is still 187.79% up. It's a very good return in just 11 months, right? So, yes, there is some room for Nvidia to make some correction, but at the same time, I'm not expecting Nvidia to fall big before the next earnings. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's take a look percentage quarterly distribution analysis for NVIDIA. So you see cumulative percentage change analysis for NVIDIA for this quarter. We have the adjusted closing for last probably 9 or 10 days after the earnings that happened on 20th November. And from there, you see NVIDIA is still down about 4.9% total. And if you see previous quarter, the minimum point Nvidia touched was 12.81% down. So if we consider that data is relevant for this quarter as well, then there is more room for Nvidia to go down in next 2 months, but not much. The minimum it can go probably about 13 to 14%. And that would translate to Nvidia stock price of 126 or 127. And that would make an excellent buy point for Nvidia if that happens. Now let's take a look forward P for Nvidia. Nvidia forward P at this point is at 40.07, slightly higher than the Friday closing, but not much. Palantir down from Friday closing. SMCI had a very good day today, probably about 30% up in just 1 day. And SMCI still has more potential to go further up in next few months. AMD 32.07 higher than Friday closing. And as I mentioned in my Friday video that below 30 was a very good buy point for AMD. It's still 32.07 forward P for AMD, in my opinion, is low. AMD has the potential to touch the forward P of 40 before the next earnings. Now let's take a look technical charts for Nvidia. You see a 180-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia on your screen and also the RSI chart. You see that RSI in 180-day stock chart is at 49.6 and it's kind of like in the middle. It's neither overbought nor oversold. Let's take a look in 15 minutes chart how the RSI looks like. So in 15 minutes chart, you see that RSI is 41, lower than the hourly interval chart. So this tells that in the short term, yes, Nvidia is slightly oversold, but in the long term, it's neither oversold nor overbought. So this means that in the short term, there is some potential for Nvidia to go further down, but not much. And it should start recovering if it goes further down. Now let's take a look Fibonacci levels for Nvidia. You see different Fibonacci levels on your screen based on the retracements. At this point, Nvidia is around 138. The next level of resistance is at 140.6. If it breaks 140, then probably it would gain more momentum to go further up. And in the lower side, the next level of support is 133, and after that is 126.8. So if Nvidia for some reason goes further down, then 133 is a good support level. But if manages to go further down, then 126 is a strong support level. I do not expect Nvidia to go further down from 126. And that also makes Nvidia an excellent buy point based on both forward PE and also Fibonacci levels. Now let's take a look some news regarding Nvidia. So starting from the top, nothing is specific to Nvidia. Let's scroll down further. So that's a good one that says Nvidia to ramp up production of liquid cooled Blackwell GPUs, redefining AI data centers. Let's open it. So it says that Nvidia is rewriting the rules of AI infrastructure with its Blackwell GPU, driving a major shift towards liquid cooling in data centers. So that's a good sign, and that also tells that Blackwell is going in the right direction. And probably this is one of the reason SMCI went up too high today because they also support NVIDIA on liquid cooling servers or racks. So now let's take a look this one that says NVIDIA stock rises. Why new China chip restrictions might not be a concern. Let's open it. So it says that Nvidia shares were recovering from an earlier dip on Monday as the semiconductor sector digested the latest round of US curbs on exports of chip technology to China. So as you see that some restrictions were announced probably on Monday, but it says that such measures will not have much of a direct impact on Nvidia, which is already restricted from selling its most advanced AI chips to China. So that's probably one of the reasons Nvidia got some momentum early this morning. But I guess Nvidia needs more good news to get a stronger positive momentum or to take it above 140 level. Here again, the similar news. It says Biden targets China with new chip restrictions. Nvidia slide. So I guess Nvidia got the momentum in the morning, but it could not sustain it. Probably one of the reason is still there is uncertainty regarding the restrictions on China. I mean regarding how much could be the impact on Nvidia regarding this restriction. So probably it will take another day or two for market to digest this news. I'm guessing either mid or later this week, Nvidia should start getting more positive momentum. So here again, similar news that says Nvidia stock slips. What more US curbs on China mean for the chip maker? Nothing different today. So I guess that's all about Nvidia news and analysis for today. So looks like nothing much happened today regarding Nvidia. Only one news at this point, and that is chip restrictions to China and impact on Nvidia. And also regarding the economic data, as we noticed yesterday, nothing much is due this week except unemployment rate and the employment report that's going to be published on Friday this week. And those data will be very important. So, this concludes my analysis and assessment regarding NVIDIA for this week. And my overall summary is no different from yesterday that NVIDIA should not fall big. It should either move sideways in next few days or should get some positive momentum to go further up. But I'm not expecting Nvidia to go below 126 level in next few weeks. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more in the next video. Take care.